What if I told you Google could send your criminal defense firm $40,000 in free traffic every single month, $0 in ads spent? Well, that's exactly what we achieved for a criminal defense firm. That's traffic that he owns, not rents. Another client went from almost nothing to over $28,000 a month in traffic, all using the content system that I'm going to walk you through in this video. If you're tired of paying agencies for blog posts that look good but don't actually deliver any leads or sign cases, then this is for you. And the best part is, once you discover what I'm going to show you, you'll know exactly what to look for, and you can even probably do this yourself. The cornerstone of this system is great topic selection. So you want topics that are focused on people who are actually looking to hire a lawyer. So that's where we have a distinction between top of the funnel and middle of the funnel. Tofu versus mofu. Tofu is people who are looking to research a topic, curiosity-based or school project searches. You want to avoid that completely. That's just awareness-based, people who are never going to hire you. So like, what does a criminal defense lawyer do? The history of DWI laws in America, things like that are going to be completely eaten up by AI search and going to have no value to you whatsoever. What you want to focus on is middle of the funnel search terms. So these are people who have potentially just caught a charge and are looking to know and want to know how their situation is going to work out. They're right on the edge of potentially hiring you. So we like to look for topics where that is the case, middle of the funnel. So simple assault versus aggravated assault, penalties for various different charges, and how the court system works and processes specific case types. A little hack is to use a tool called Ahrefs. And what you can do is enter a few of your competitors into the search bar and click on top pages. What that will show once you filter by value is what their highest performing posts and pages are. You want to look at the value. So you want to find topics that are middle of the funnel that have a high traffic value. And those are the topics you want to pinpoint and go after first off. Bad content answers general questions. Good content answers what happens to me now questions. So after we have your topics, what we do is structure that into a content workbook. So this content workbook is a central hub where our content team knows exactly what topics they need to create for you. It also contains a custom prompt that contains competitor URLs that it will analyze. These competitor URLs are what is ranking at the top of the search results at the time of production. So that means that whatever content we're creating is always designed and optimized around what is working now. So our content team takes this custom prompt and places it into a custom built GPT. So a GPT is a specialized chat GPT interface that is trained on specific knowledge. The knowledge that our GPT is trained with is hundreds and hundreds of legal content briefs for content that is designed to rank based on 5 to 10 years of agency experience. So we preloaded this GPT with so much data that it knows how to structure a good piece of content. This is kind of an AI guardrail. You can't just give AI a prompt like, go write me a legal piece of content about XYZ. You need to structure it and give it these guardrails, and this content brief is the first guardrail. So after this content brief, it comes out of the GPT. What we do is then take that content brief, copy it, and paste it into another AI tool for writing it. So we use Claude to write the content. Claude is a little bit more natural sounding, and the advantage we have with Claude is we can preload projects. So every single client of ours gets their own Claude project. Inside that Claude project, we preload that project with firm-specific information. Case results, who you've helped, testimonials, case results, anything that is pertinent to helping Claude when it writes your content to include these specific pieces of information and differentiation that's going to make your content extra unique. We always send our clients a survey ahead of writing any content to piece out any of their unique thinking and unique insights, unique approaches to helping clients that we can then weave into our content. So the more firm-specific information that is in your Claude project, the better the content is going to be. These Claude projects that we create also include instructions on how to write really good content. So as you noted in the previous section, that GPT knows how to create a really good content brief, and these Claude projects know how to write really good content that trained on that. So when we paste that content brief into the Claude project, what you get is a really awesome first draft that contains firm-specific information, case results, how your different ways of thinking, and all of this is super unique. You're not going to get content like this from one prompt in ChatGPT. You can see this is multiple stages, and we've trained the way that we use AI to produce a result that we want. However, that piece of content that we get still is not good enough to go onto a client's website. That's where the human still plays a really solid role. So you can't just publish AI content out the gate. We always have a human do quality assurance. Part of that quality assurance is to fact check everything thoroughly. We also have them run through 5 individual prompts. We found that mega prompting doesn't work that well. When prompting AI, you want to give it one tight container to work within. And we've created 5 separate prompts that each optimize the content a little bit more each step. Now, after that content is written, a dedicated content person will take it and upload it to your website. So we have one person who writes all of the content, fact checks it, optimizes it, and then also uploads it to the website. So they're end to end. Our content person will take the content they've just written, making sure there's no 404 links. All of the external and internal links are high quality and well formatted, and we'll take that content and upload it to your site. That isn't all. We don't just want a text post. We want to publish really high quality pieces of content. That includes embedding dynamic media and rich media. So we'll have a video above the fold, ideally, and solid call to actions based intermittently within your content, as well as featured images and other images that reinforce the points that we're making in our content to signal to Google that this is a really high quality, well-researched, thorough, and valuable piece of content for its readers, and will make it want to show it more. So the end result of our complete content system is a solid topic that can actually lead to signed cases based upon what is ranking now in search engines, written well, optimized, fact-checked, and uploaded for conversion. So each piece of content acts as a lead machine, a well-optimized conversion lead machine. It will not only attract leads to that page, but they're going to understand everything that they need to know to want to book that call because it's easy to do so. We're continuously improving each part of this system over time, from the prompts, the conversion optimization, design, everything you can think of to make sure that the content that you receive is always high quality, what Google wants to see, and crucially brings you leads and cases. So now you have 2 options. You can get this whole content system and run it yourself, or you can get me and my team to run it for you. For both of those options, what you need to do is click the link in the description, book a call, and we can have a chat and see which one is right for you, your budget, and your goals.